we're really looking at the big picture of Monogatari here, and hopefully this time around Sophie's a little bit more awake, even though we had a really good discussion last episode, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know what's a good discussion. If I'm like on topic and like focused, then it's a good discussion, but I don't know if I'm all the way out in left field or not. So like
I can't even tell you. So yeah, you'll never know. I mean, I can say anything's good. But yeah, guys, open up your own copy of the episode and sing it over the timer that's going to appear within the service hands at the end of my countdown. And without further ado, I will start in 3, 2, 1, play. So yeah, it's not 15 years being Aragi's birth, but more that Tsukiji found the host and Ononoki was created, yeah. That too.
Your own fault.
But yeah, I mean, that makes sense with them having to take responsibility for why they ran into their aberrations in the first place. The aberrations only appeared because they had good reason to, right? Especially with like Senjo Gahara and with Hachikuji's like desire to see her mother, stuff like that. But Shinobu,
You say the aberrations had their reason to appear because that was their purpose.
Yeah. To take away Senju Gahara's weight, her emotional weight, for Hachikuji, who became an aberration herself because of her desire. And, well, I guess for Kabaru, her mother literally gave it to her. And Hanakawa created an aberration because of her awesomeness of like gaslighting herself.
When you gaslight yourself so strong, you'll become an aberration.
And yes, Shinobu, this is nowhere near Mount Fuji.
Don't be jealous, Aragi.
It's a strange relationship. You could say that the first minion was kind of like Shinobu's ex. Everybody's got to set her up for the line. Truly part of the Gaian family.
I think Shinobu mentioned this when they went back in time.
Yeah. There's energy collected here that she used for the time travel.
Mm-hmm.
So many things have happened in the shrine, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this was even before, like, Nadeko happened and the shrine got rebuilt.
Yeah, I find it ironic that she says she tries to prevent them before they even exist, yet she's the one who's responsible for creating Nadeko.
It wasn't supposed to be Nadeko, but Ogi made it
But
Nadeko.
that's still the goal of creating an aberration. It just is a different target than what was anticipated.
I will not remark more on that. I need to watch my words very carefully. And of course, she's sitting in the director's chair.
Mm-hmm.
Destroying a shrine from my ashes. How badass do you have to be? And yeah, he did remark on this. Mm-hmm. Mm. Slowly gathering energy.
Mm-hmm. And then he fed off them. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Depends on how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Just
No,
like the
no
viewer,
questions.
man. Oh. I'm just that amazing.
That's a very epilepsy-inducing shot.
So yeah, now we know his reason for coming.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. So that was Ononoki's job to clean up the ashes. And that's what she was saying, that it's become something different than what she was searching for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kambaru also mentioned that well, she had the same kind of headache that she felt last time she came up to the shrine a few episodes ago too, after fighting the first of kin. So that was probably caused by him too.
Yep.
Well, she knows something.
Why does she keep high jumping?
What else is there to do here?
Your status as an aberration.
It's like getting a bonus buff when your commander's nearby. Find him and end this. She's not the easiest to control. Whoa. Who do you think she called for backup?
I don't know. Be ironic if it was Ogi.
She kind of is. Yeah. I don't think we can let that happen, or else it's gonna be a really big problem. What a kind One-san. Whatever he is. Shinobu not accepting that it is the first of kin.
I mean, there's still a small sprinkle of skepticism for me on it, just because it was so the obvious answer.
Uh-huh.
But just a sprinkle.
No.
That's cute.
I'll look at Shinobu. Oh, I see.
No.
Oh.
No. Is she gonna make him go buy BL?
I wonder. Oh my goodness. How did we even get to volume 21 of this?
Mm-hmm.
What? Hey, you're just buying it for your girlfriend, man. Yeah.
Then Senjo Gahara walks in.
Oh god. Oh. What matters most is contained within. I wonder who those two are.
Episode of Kaiki.
I bet you would buy this.
Would I? I don't know. That sounds intimidating.
Kiwi would 100% buy this, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
But I'm pretty sure even you would buy this if you had the chance.
I don't know.
Shawshank Redemption. Ah, yes. We must cover up this BL. Yes, MILFs. E-O. Poor Aragi, man.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
I think it's pretty clear who that is.
No.
Referring to Aragi as number 2, saying Kishot, and probably a new character.
Overall kind of vampiric appearance. I don't know.
You'd be surprised at how many people didn't know.
Really? Okay. I had a thought. Oh, we were talking about Nautical and the shrine. We had the talisman that was the instigator for that action, right? In a book in Araragi's room. I was thinking,
it was
what's the character that almost caused like so much destruction with the shadowy orb thing 400 years ago for not being a god?
That was Shinobu.
And who was in Araragi's room also is Shinobu.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the original intention to become god might have been Shinobu.
I mean, that would make sense because she had already acted as one prior. she just wasn't truly one yet.
So I'm thinking maybe that could have, I don't know, been a correction for Guyan to like maybe deal with the minion, because that was the reason he went crazy to begin with, was that she wasn't a god. I like how all the other books in the background just say BL.
Yeah, just generic BL. I mean, your eyes would only be on this one, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. But that was my thought then following that. So Shinobu, like, her aberration wasn't a god, and that was a problem like back then that almost destroyed her and everyone around her.
Yeah.
Her minion went crazy because she wasn't a god.
Yeah.
And she made him a monster. The other thought I could have is maybe the intention was to make the minion the god. He was already hauled up in the shrine. But then I don't know why the talisman would have been with Araragi.
Yeah, I think it would just make more sense if Guyan had left it with Araragi in order to someday give it to Shinobu. Because she also stated in this episode that there needed to be somebody to manage the shrine. Yeah,
which would then make sense for Shinobu because she'd already basically had that role in the past.
Yeah, she has work experience.
It just wasn't officially hers. Every time I look up and I see the stupid book, it's my train of thought.
People actually commented that they would love to see you guys' reaction to this ever since like Nisei with the introduction of Kaiki and how much you loved episode in Kizu.
It's a good look for episode, I'm not gonna lie.
Yo.
I mean, man. I think we all knew he was a bottom.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. I honestly can't wait to see Kiwi's reaction to this when we get to it.
That'll be so good. God, I was thinking of something else when we were watching it and now I can't remember. Shoot.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, there was. I think it's interesting, the minion, his new form that he's taking on here. It's kind of like a weird fusion of Shinobu and Araragi.
Yeah, kind of. I don't think this would be how he originally looked like. Or at least I would imagine that this would not fit into that suit of armor. But you know, it's anime, so maybe.
It could have been, you never know. Maybe the suit of armor was just overcompensating.
I think so. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
It's a cute design, though. I like it. But yeah, it looks like a fusion of Shinobu and Araragi to me.
What do you think that is?
2 theories on that. The first one, and which is probably the one that I'm going to stick to, is after spending 400 years basically in a pseudo-unconscious ash pile, it's possible he's kind of just forgotten his identity and he's having to reclaim one, basically. And so he's basing it around the 2 people he's connected to. The other being that it was kind of maybe an aged down version of what he originally looked like, and we're just kind of still progressing to what he was, kind of like how when Kishot was reclaiming her power, she kind of aged up into it. Those are my 2 thoughts. I think the first one is the one I would stick to more, but I could see either one.
I feel like both of them makes sense simply because of how we see in Shinobu. When she regains her power, she becomes older. And also for the first one, the fact that he took Aragi's voice and now kinda looks like
that's
a mix
what leads
between
me to
Araragi and Shinobu.
That's what's pushing me more in that direction, is simply because it's Araragi's VA. It's interesting. It's fun. I like it. Dang it! I wish I could remember what I wanted to say earlier. It's gonna bother
I'll
me
try
now.
try to recap. I guess maybe you'll remember. So 15 years ago, we started off with Guyan just randomly thinking, I'm gonna create Mononoke, and then all of them working together and then getting their different curses from bringing somebody back to life. 15 years ago, Tsukihi found a family to be born in, and 15 years ago, Hanakawa became Hanakawa, who she is, with her current parents, essentially. We should think of things in like a time span where these events happen from 15 years until now because of this guy being put at the shrine and just attracting all these aberrations towards him. And well, Shinobu also being attracted to this place for some reason, right? She didn't even know, but it's quite obvious now that the things that she says that she came to Japan for is incorrect. That she subconsciously came back to here for this reason, even though she's still kind of on copium and saying it. Whatever that thing is, we'll just not do anything about it. It'll sort itself out, I'm sure. Feel like she's kind of averting her eyes to the truth in this instance.
I mean, effectively, the first minion was a failure on her part.
Yes.
And she has not really taken responsibility for that. She's kind of just always kind of pushed it aside.
We've seen that in Kizu as well, that she mentioned she had never created another minion after that. And she had a deep regret for what happened with the first one. And now that he's back, you could see how maybe she would be very hesitant to accept that and go and face him.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about. Gaian's, like, the way she said, like, can you go and find that line? I can't remember exactly how she worded it.
Around
like,
where?
Talking about the first minion increasing in his, like, role as an aberration or whatnot when Shinobu showed up.
Oh, yeah, when Shinobu showed up. That was...
his status as an aberration. That's the line. I feel like we've been enforcing this a whole lot throughout all of the series. Just the purpose of an aberration, like why they're created, is the number one thing that matters to them. That is their entire identity, which is why the darkness orb came for Shinobu and for Hachikuchi when they went against that, when they stopped, supporting what they are as an aberration. So this idea that when the master returned, the minion received a boost to his status as an aberration, that like it reaffirmed what he is, like having his master present again.
What his role is in the story, essentially. And his purpose was to come back to Shinobu.
Which like explains how the two of them kind of like pinpointed on each other, I think. Again, I feel like if Shinobu became a god, that would affect him too, as he's also tied to her status as an aberration. And Araragi too at this point, but except their connection's broken, so maybe not.
Oh yeah, right now their connection's broken because of the darkness that happened during Hachikuchi's arc. Well, technically Shinobu's arc, but yeah.
But yeah, that was my thought, was how they're tied together and effectively. But I wonder if that could go both ways then, for the minion to also boost the master in his return.
I think that would depend on the purpose of the first minion as an aberration. What his purpose is. Is it to kill Shinobu? Is it to return to her side? To take her place? Or to what? Reclaim his sword?
Yeah, because that's where, would it be the same purpose of when she originally created him, or would he have a new purpose in his basically rebirth, if you want to call it that?
This we still don't know because we literally just met him here in a physical form. Well, more physical than obviously the samurai suit.
Because either or could work in the idea of Shinobu boosting him. If he is her minion and meant to serve her, it would make sense for him to get stronger when he has the master present. If his purpose is to fight her or kill her or take her place, then that presents the goal in front of him. I don't know. It could go either way.
Regardless, I feel like we should get rid of him. I don't. I have a bad feeling.
But he's so cute.
He is, but we already saw like Aragi's reaction towards like the first minion. I feel like the first minion might have the same kind of feelings towards Araragi being the second one, being the inferior one that is not needed, kinda.
Oh, but he's cute. I don't want him to go away.
We'll have to see how those two interact with each other with their very complicated relationship, and the thing tying them together being Shinobu, right? They're both fighting for the same girl, so
I think that's most of what I wanted to talk about.
Alrighty. It was quite a revealing episode, and getting to see him in the flesh was also nice. I do quite like his design. This arc actually is quite long. I believe it's 5 episodes long.
I'm enjoying this arc a lot.
There are some things that'll happen that yeah, I do remember very vividly. But yeah, we'll have to just wait and see. Of course, if you guys enjoyed, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.
So hope you enjoyed.
In the next one. Later, my dudes.
Bye bye.